We move to the in the part 6 of polymer, that is the biodegradable polymers. So generally up to this we discuss about the what is the polymer, means it is the nothing but macromolecules and they can be obtained in the natural sources and they are can be obtained by synthetic method in the laboratories. So for example, here these polymers, their lifetime is the millions of the years. So due to that, there is a harm for the environment. So this is the harmful for the environment. So to minimize that harmful nature of polymers, in place of the polymers, we should introduce the biodegradable polymers. That means these polymers can be prepared by using the biomolecules. So they are easily destroyed at the normal temperature. They can be easily destroyed at the normal temperature and there is no effect on the environment. So due to that, we should prepare the, in place of the normal polymers, we should prepare the biodegradable polymers. So the main use of these biodegradable polymers means they much not affected on the environment. Easily they are destroyed. Degradable means easily they are destroyed. So that is the use of the biodegradable polymers. So there are several examples present for biodegradable polymers. The well-known example for biodegradable polymer is the PHBV. So PHBV means nothing but poly beta hydroxy butyrate co beta hydroxy butyrate. So its abbreviation is the PHBV. So PHBV means nothing but poly beta hydroxy butyrate co beta hydroxy butyrate. This is about the PHBV. And this biodegradable polymer can be synthesized, it can be obtained by using the two types of the monomers. Another one is the 3-hydroxybutanoic acid, another one is the 3-hydroxypentanoic acid. The monomers of the PHBV polymer, biodegradable polymer, is 3-hydroxybutanoic acid and 3-hydroxypentanoic acid. So this is the structure of the 3-hydroxybutanoic acid and 3-hydroxypentanoic acid. N moles of the 3-hydroxypentanoic acid is combined with the N moles of the 3-hydroxybutanoic acid by using the N moles of the water. What is that? By using the N moles of the water. Simple. In hydroxy functional group OH, in carboxylic acid functional group is combined with the H. This OH, this H combined each other, they will be losing the OH as a water molecule. So in COOH, which will be losing H, remaining is the COO. In OH, which will be losing OH, remaining is the attached with the CH. So OCH3 bond CH2 bond CO bond O bond CH bond C2H5 bond CH2 bond CO taken N. So this is the final structure for the PHBV biodegradable polymer. It can be obtained from 3-hydroxybutanoic acid and 3-hydroxypentanoic acid. So this is about the PHBV biodegradable polymer. And there are many uses is present for this PHBV biodegradable polymer. That is, it is used in the special packages and also used in the orthopedic devices. It can be used for preparation of the special packages and preparation of the orthopedic devices. So this is about the PHBV. Next, another example for biodegradable polymer, that is the nylon 2 nylon 6. The polymer, biodegradable polymer name is the nylon 2 nylon 6. So its monomer is the glycine and amino caproic acid. The monomers of the nylon to nylon 6 biodegradable polymer is, what is that? Glycine, amino caproic acid. Glycine में NH2 bond CH2 COOH. This is the amino acid glycine structure. Similarly, amino caproic acid NH2 CH2 8N5 COOH. This is the structure of the amino caproic acid. These are the monomers of the nylon 2, nylon 6 biodegradable polymer. And another example for biodegradable polymer is the polylactic acid. PLA means nothing but polylactic acid. Its monomer is the simple, that is the lactic acid. Another example for biodegradable is the PGA, polyglycolic acid. Polyglycolic acid. Its monomer is the glycolic acid. Monomer is the glycolic acid. So these are the few examples for the biodegradable polymers. What are the? PHBB means polybutadienoxy, butyrate, co-beta-hydroxy, tellurate. Another one is the nylon 2, nylon 6. Polyglycolic acid, polylactic acid. Then the molecular weight of the polymer. So generally, normal compounds molecular weight can be measured by the addition of their atomic weights. But in case of the polymers, there are the number of monomeric units are present in the polymer. So natural method of measuring the molecular weight of polymer is not possible. So the molecular weights of the polymers is expressed in terms of the average values. It is the molecular weights of the polymer is expressed in terms of average values. So there are the two types of the methods is present for measuring the molecular weight of the polymers. On that one is the number average molecular weight MN bar. Second one is the weight average molecular weight MW bar. One is the number average molecular weight. Number average molecular weight. The T is expressed with MN bar. Another one is the weight average molecular weight MW bar. So this is the two methods are present to measure the molecular weight of the polymers. So if we observe what are the formula is present for number average molecular weight average molecular weight, that is Mn bar and Mw bar. First we move to the number average molecular weight, that is the Mn bar. So it is measured with the formula of Mn bar is equals to N1 M1 plus N2 M2 plus N3 M3 plus N4 M4 up to dash. That means there are the N type of the monomers are present, divided by N1 plus N2 plus N3 plus dash. Where the N is the number of monomer units or N is the number of molecules, where capital M is the molecular weight of the molecule. N is the number of molecules, M is the molecular weight. So Mn bar is equal to N1, M1. N is the number of molecule, M is the molecular weight. N2 is the second molecule and their molecular weight. Third molecule, their molecular weight. This is the meaning of N1, M1 plus N2, M2 plus N3, M3 plus dash divided by N1 plus N2 plus N3. Simply it is also written as Mn bar is equals to N1 M1 plus N2 M2. So simply it is written as a summation. If I molecules are present, their molecular weight is the Mi. So summation Ni divided by summation Ni, where I is equals to 1 to N. So Mn bar is equals to summation Ni Mi divided by summation n if I molecules are present. So this is formula is used for measuring the molecular weight of polymer in number average molecular weight method. Then second is the another method, that is the weight average molecular weight MW bar. Simple, like a MN bar. MW bar is equals to N1 M1 square plus N2 M2 square plus N3 M3 square plus dash dash divided by N1 M1 plus N2 M2 plus N3 M2. So this is the formula. So the simplification of that formula, finally we should write NW bar is equals to summation Ni Mi square divided by summation Ni M1. So this is the formula is used for measuring the molecular weight of polymer in the weight average molecular weight method, that is the MW bar. So these are the two methods is used for express the molecular weight in average terms for the polymer, that is the number average molecular weight Mn bar, weight average molecular weight MW bar. Next we move to the polydispersity index, PDI. Simple, it can be defined as the ratio between the weight average molecular weight and the number average molecular weight is called as a polydispersity index. What is that? The ratio between the weight average molecular weight and number average molecular weight is called as a polydispersity index. The mathematically it is represented as polydispersity index. PDI is equals to MW bar by Mn bar. Ratio of MW bar and Mn bar is called as a polydispersity index. For natural polymers, this polydispersity index value is equals to 1. For synthetic polymers, this polydispersity index value is greater than 1. So this is about the polydispersity index.